Welcome to childhood. Come, let's to bed, says Sleepyhead. Tarry a while, says Slow. Put on the pot, says Greedy Gut. We'll sup before we go. Nursery rhyme, unanimous. You are in childhood. There are 7 stages, and we are currently in number 2. So let's check out our stats for a minute. This is all about us. And we're currently at 1498 as for money, so my relationship is unattached. No occupation. So I guess we don't go through all of them, we just pick. So, your mother has just informed you that a new pile of clothes has arrived from Aunt Dora's house. Her daughter Henrietta has been giving you her disgusting, skeevy, putrid, gross, ugly, grungy, moth-eaten, flea-bitten, nerdy hand-me-downs for years. The batch contains a pink-flowered pair of pants, a blue and orange ruffle blouse, and a dress that looks like it was donated to the Salvation Army 300 years ago. Going to be neutral, and wear the clothes. Sorry about this. I'm sure you're aware that of your high school status you have earned. As a result of wearing these clothes, your friends think you are the cutting edge of fashion and buy similar ones. Social sphere moves up even higher. Let's succeed. I knew that would work because, hello, clothes are clothes. Your mom has promised that she will fix your doll's torn arm. She's talking on the phone, so she's not really doing anything. Now seems like a good time to remind her. Annoying, patient, and sweet. Make the TV loud. Tap mom on the leg. Yeah. You tap mom rapidly on the leg and say, "Mom," next to her ear, but she doesn't seem to pay attention. Shake her, get dad. You try to enlist dad's help, but he recommends that you let mom have her conversation in peace, whatever that means. Leave her alone. Mom isn't feeling too energetic right now, but when she finishes, she fixes your doll. You have just been ordered to bed by your parents in the middle of a night television show. Why? Why was I sentenced to this? Beg for 10 more minutes. I'm thinking I'll click. Yep, totally beg for 10 more minutes. Be desperate. Be desperate. Begging makes your parents feel guilty. They let you stay up 10 more minutes. I knew it. I'm an only child. That rules. Soon after you sit down for dinner, your mother announces that the vegetable of the day is Brussels sprouts. Okay, this is where you turn me off completely. I'm going to be in disgust, run screaming from the table. That sounds like it. You flair for the dramatic will get you into trouble more than once in this life. You may be developing a hysterical personality. You are punished by having to eat your dinner alone in a corner. But I won't eat it all. About an exciting movie is on television. The whole family is in the living room watching it. You get up to get a drink of water and return to find Mommy sitting in your spot next to Daddy. Defeated. Sit down quietly in the corner. When you grow up, you'll probably need to take an assertives training course. I may have said that wrong. You miss most of the movie, laughing only when everyone else laughs. The dog comes over and sits by your leg. You can pet the dog, because he is our only friend. You can always rely on faithful Gudu. Who named this dog? To make you feel important and worthwhile. The phone rings and Mom has to get up. You can regain your territory next to Dad, who lifts you up onto his lap. I like this one. While you are outside playing alone, a car pulls over to the side of the road and the driver motions for you to come over. You notice the license plate says Obo 237. Suspicious. Stay where you are. He motions for you to come closer. He has a kind enough face. You hear him say that he is a policeman looking for a friend of yours. He asks if you will get in and help him find your friend. Run away. You move away from the man, suspicious that he might not be telling the truth. This is smart. Intellectual sphere rises sharply. This man hurts children. Oh, what a shame. You arrive to the dentist's office and discover that you have four rather large cavities that need to be filled. Be frightened. Scream in horror. The dentist says, "This won't hurt a bit. Be a big girl and open wide." The drill sounds like an angry insect. There are tubes hanging out of both corners of your mouth. One of them seems to be sucking out that little piece underneath your tongue. The dentist says, "Now that's not too bad, is it?" You reply, "No." The dentist pays you no mind and keeps drilling away, making idle conversation, while you drool all over yourself. On your way out, you notice a large magic marker and a blank white wall. Do nothing, because it'll get you in trouble. You are wise to realize that getting the last laugh now might mean risking the wrath of Dr. Yanker on your next visit. Okay, Dr. Yanker's a good one for a dentist. No offense, dentist. Your mother is in the bathtub taking a nice, relaxing bath. You are playing quietly in your room. All of a sudden, the doorbell rings. Mom doesn't seem to hear. All grown up, answer the door. You approach the door and say, "Who is it?" in your most grown-up voice. It's a salesman asking where your mommy is. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this one. The salesman's face turns very red. He thinks he walks quickly out the door. You are developing a knack for bluntness. That's sometimes so fun when you're a kid, though. While trying to think of what to do one day, you notice that you could use a nice haircut. Mommy's favorite pair of shiny scissors is lying out on the table. You are sure you could do the job yourself. Be curious and clip a little piece of your hair off. This isn't as easy as it looks. You pull up a long strand of hair and listen to the sound of the scissors go shh, then closing with a loud sounding. Suddenly, your mother is aroused by the lack of commotion, usually accompanying sessions of solitary play. "What are you doing, young lady? Your career as a hairstylist has suffered an early blow." "Oh well, darn it, Mom." At school, all of your friends are talking about a television program that you could not stay up to watch. A friend asks if you saw it. Embarrassed, unashamed, and say, "I didn't watch that show." Your confidence keeps them from making fun of you. Someone even offers to let you sleep over at her house the next time it's on. Sometimes friends can be really great. Sometimes, guys, sometimes. It's time to sell candy bars from the school charity drive again. Be motivated and enlist your father's help. What a team. You move from door to door with confidence, selling 4 whole boxes in less than an hour. It's a powerful bonding experience that strengthens families' ties. You go out for an ice cream soda to celebrate your successful partnership. Yay! Ooh, a blue one. You are in the candy store buying candy with a $5 bill. Oh, please don't let this be math. Yay, it's not math. Given to you by your mother. Your bill comes to 50 cents. The man gives you back change, but no dollars. Be confused and question the man. The man tells you that you gave him a $1 bill. Disagree. He says, "Come on now, girlie, I told you. Now you get out of here. Get help. Get help, girl. Who do you go to help for?" "Get Mom, because she knows you." The man tells your mother, "The kid gave me a 1. An argument ensues, and your mother threatens to call the Better Business Bureau. Eventually, your mother gives up. 2 days later, she finds out that she really did give you a $1 bill by mistake. Come to think of it, you never checked either. I guess parents can be wrong sometimes, too. Well, I could have got the policeman, so let's see this blue one. Who founded the American Federation of Labor? Okay, this may be a states thing, because I'm from Canada. Let's just... Samuel Gompers. You are correct. Oh, what a good guess. Who is the first vice president of the United States? John John? You are not correct. Okay. Who is the first... I don't know these things. What am I... Rurik. Let's just guess. Oh, I'm guessing right. Which of these science created? Priestley. You are correct. Who wrote The Great Gatsby? Fitzgerald? That's a... Okay, so I'm very smart, by the way. That was a joke. You need eyeglasses. The first day you wear them in school, everyone calls you Four Eyes. Your parents refuse to get you contact glasses. Be self-conscious. Wear the glasses, because I'm a person who wears glasses. Your social status suggests that you will eventually get the support you need from your friends to overcome your self-consciousness. So I wear glasses. I hope they keep track of that. There is one more ice pop in the freezer that is being saved for another family member. Your mouth waters in the thought of this cool, tasty treat. Hungry and eat the whole pop. The pop is never discovered missing, and the matter is never brought up. Yes, score. This only can happen if you're an only child, by the way. What are you kidding me? It's more tests. Jeez. Who's the founder of modern chemistry? Curie, I believe. What? Who's the founder of modern? I don't know. I really do not remember. Okay, well, this I definitely don't know. I think it was Franklin. Who was it then? Okay, I really don't know, you guys. I'm sorry. I am not American. They should have a disclaimer for that, by the way. No more blue ones. You just received $25 as a present. Your mother tells you that you can either put it in your own piggy bank or give it to her to hold for you. You have no reason to doubt Mom's good sense. She places the money in a bank account for you. You are relaxing in your room one day when you notice a slightly wet feeling in your pants and a small round stain between your legs. When you check to see what is happening, you notice that the stain is red, then realize that it's blood. Be calm. Call Mom for some help. Mom takes you aside and explains that you have started menstruation. This is the beginning of a new time in a young woman's life. There are times when it will seem uncomfortable and distressing. It may even get downright painful and make you tense and irritable. Mom explains that as you get older, you will learn to adjust to it. Which one did I click? For a time, you may feel a curious mixture of sadness and joy at being grown up. Some people say this is the beginning of womanhood, and that is scary too. Getting used to all of the clothes in your body makes this time of life difficult. It's like walking to a house that you've known for years and finding all the comfortable furniture has been replaced with new pieces. What did I click? A neighbor approaches you and asks if you would like to make some extra money babysitting. You evaluate the job. It is high nerve-wracking work. The child is a beast. For a 20 per week payoff. Interested? Accept the responsibility. After your third week of work, your friends plan a trip to the mall and ask if you would like to come along. Jamie's mother will be driving, but the trip will occur during the time when you babysit. There's no way you can squeeze the two events on the same day. Refuse the trip to the mall. You stay and babysit like a responsible person. At this point, how much money will you try to put away in the bank every week? About $10. Half of it. Your saving habits are admirable. You accumulate $300. Let's do this one at the same time, too. A famous dairy product company is sponsoring a baking contest at your school. The first prize is a new bicycle and a trip to Disney World. Oh my god, Disney World, I love it. Your mother is the world's best cheesecake baker. You know that getting her to bake the cake for you would certainly tip the chances of winning the contest in your favor. Be honest and try to bake the cake yourself. I would ask her for help, to be honest. You try very hard to duplicate your mother's cake. It comes out very tasty, but it's not good enough to win the contest. Your family is so proud of your independence and your effort. Trustworthiness and familial scores rise. I don't know. I'm not saying that right. Let's pick this one. A very aggressive girl from a tough crowd starts an argument with you and challenges you to a fight after school. Everyone whispers about the big fight. It looks like there will be a lot of people watching. Be frightened and don't show up after school. The next day in school, 3 or 4 girls from the tough crowd call you a chicken. Everyone else realizes that it would have been foolish to fight that girl. Intellectual sphere rises because you reacted in a way to preserve your own safety. I'm smart like that, you guys. There is an elderly woman who lives in a house up the street. Everyone calls her the witch. Some people say she's really paranoid, calling the cops on kids all the time and screaming out the window, even when there's nobody there. At night, she keeps her light on all the time and sits looking out the window. For the past few days, the light has been off. Some of the kids think she's dead in there or something. They jump in front of her house and sing, "Ding dong, the witch is dead, the witch is dead," and laugh. Be sad and try to see if anything is wrong. One afternoon after school, you look from outside the gate to see if there's anything going on inside the house. There's nothing. You can go through the gate and knock on the door. You hear a voice call out from the back of the house, "Go away and leave me alone. I'd like to know if you're okay in there." You hear nothing for 30 seconds. Finally, the door opens. The woman looks pale and dazed. She seems smaller than you imagined and very delicate. In the corner of her almost bare living room, there is a television set beside a large box of old rubber balls and toys that were left or had accidentally fallen on her lawn. She asks you why you have come. You mention that you have noticed that the light has gone out, and you thought she might be needing some help. She explains that she has no way to replace it. She's too old to climb up and do it. You can. Ask her if she would like you to do it. She thanks you. Her face softens. While you are fixing the light, she tells you a very sad story. A long time ago, she had a little girl very much like you, so polite and so kind. She says her daughter was beautiful and repeats it over and over, as beautiful as a picture. She and her husband lived with their daughter not too far from the train yard. She used to tell her child, Anne Marie, stay away from the tracks or you'll get hurt. One day her daughter and her husband went out to play catch with an old ball. The ball got away from Anne and rolled across the tracks. While she was chasing it, her foot got wedged between two rails. Her father and she struggled to release it, but before they could, they were both struck by a freight train and killed. She's been alone ever since. Oh, you poor dear. When you are finished fixing the light, the lady gives you some milk and freshly baked cookies. It almost seems as though she doesn't want you to go. Before you leave, you thank her for the cookies and ask her if she would like someone around to do odd jobs. Her face brightens. You must be paid, she says. I can't afford much, and you'll have to do a fine job. But you can have all the cookies and brownies you can eat. I promise you that. You have done a much kinder thing than you could probably imagine at your age. You've given this woman a reason to live. You're making me, a grown woman, cry. Warning, this episode contains subject matter of a sexual nature. Do you wish to continue? Okay, so this part will be the party at the house of one of your friends, Mark Powers, aka the most incredible hunk in the 9th grade, asks you to be his partner in a game that some of the kids are playing. This game is called 7 Minutes in Heaven. It is played like this. All of the couples find a place to be comfortable in a very large room. Someone is in charge of working the lights. When the lights go out, the couples make out and stuff. For 7 minutes, when the lights get turned back on, the couples can either stay with each other or switch partners. Excuse me. I think she's talking to you, Nathan. Nathan! Nathan! I think she's calling you. Be uninterested and reject the offer because that's bad. You're obviously not interested in 7-minute affair with Mark. You're much too sophisticated for that. Besides, who wants to kiss someone who has 15 other people slobbering all over his face that night? I am so smart. Russell, what? Just reading my game. Recording it. For fun. Just go. Because Mom called you. Russell Martin is one of those friends who never acted like a stupid guy. Even though you are a girl and he is a boy, you always gone along great. You've listened to each other's problems and told each other secrets that no one else knows. Next week is the annual Sadie Hawkins dance at school. All the girls have to ask guys to be their date. You would have a great time with Russ. There's only one problem. Russell is about 5 inches shorter than you. Be self-assured. Ask him to the dance. Who cares about height? Who cares about looks? Who cares about that stuff? If you enjoy being with the person, just do that. Of course, you have a fantastic time. You make fun of everyone who's stupid enough to comment on the difference in your size. 5 years after the dance, Russell becomes a 6'6" dream. Ooh. While walking around in the store with your friend, you notice that she sneaks a small item into her purse. You ask her what she's doing, and she tells you how easy it is to shoplift, saying they never check girls. Be honest, and urge her to put it back. Refuse to stay with her. You get angry with her for jeopardizing you by stealing. Unfortunately, you haven't noticed that she has sneaked a tube of lipstick in your purse. The manager sees it, accuses you of stealing, and calls her home. Because you're trustworthy, Mom believes that you were framed. Good for you, Mom. You and your family are at a holiday get-together. Uncle Sam is sitting at the corner of the room drinking from funny-looking glasses. He is the one who always kisses you and squeezes you hard whenever you see him. Mom says to mind him because he's your father's brother, but you don't like him. He always smells like whiskey. Here he comes now, calling out your name and saying that you are his little darling. Be frightened and shy, and stand there and wait for him. You stand there stiff and nervous, waiting for him to greet you and get it over with. He scoops his hand under your arms and lifts you close to his body. His face is rough and prickly. Keep still. He holds you from under his arms and pulls you close to him. His face is rough and prickly, and you can smell his drink on his breath. It's awful. Finally, your mother comes over and asks you to do an errand for her. Thank goodness. You notice Mom says something to him. He's laughing and saying, "Don't be silly." Mom has a stern look on her face. Later, when you see Mom, she seems mad at you, but you don't figure out why. That's weird. Mom needs to talk to me. The latest craze is wearing a dog collar around your neck with a t-shirt proclaiming your dog name. You have just spent $5 on the shirt that says Fifi Rex, the Mad Mongrel, and have borrowed one of your dog collars. On the way out of the house, your mother says, "Do you think you are going out to school with that ridiculous get-up on?" I am going to be um what am I gonna do? Room, put on regular clothes. Yeah, attentive. Why wouldn't I? Once you are back in there, you can change and forget about the outfit. Your friends at school say you have got no guts and refuse to allow you to pack, hanging around with them. How do you feel about this? I guess I'll get over it. Once you are away from the group for a while, you realize most of the school thinks they're a bunch of jerks. Find a new bunch of friends who are more willing to accept you for what you are. Surprised that this one chapter isn't ending yet for this. You have just discovered that your best friend's boyfriend has pooled his life savings to buy her a pair of diamond earrings for her birthday. Later that evening, she tells you that she's thinking of dumping him because they're not sure if they make a good couple. Oh, please, girl. Let her handle it herself. Be concerned, but don't get involved. It must be difficult to resist the temptation, but in the end of things work out for the best. She was so surprised by the earrings that the relationship was miraculously renewed. Any action on your part could have seemed like meddling. Your friends are all waiting for you to come out after school. You have a ton of homework, and you have been watching television since you come home. On your way out, your mother asks you, "Did you do all your homework?" Be honest and say no. Say, "I've got a little left." Little. What? This combination. Okay, semi honest then. Okay, like, semi honest is like almost being semi pregnant, your mother says. Finish what you have left before you go out. My mother was never this strict, by the way. While looking at yourself in the mirror one day, you realize that you are beginning to get a chest. You are not exactly what anyone would call voluptuous, but the thought crosses your mind that it might just be time for you to begin wearing a bra. Be daring and excited and ask for a bra. You wait until your mom is in a good mood and nonchalantly mention that you think it's about time for you to begin wearing a bra. Your mom tries to convince you that you're still too wrong. Wear a bra. Persist. Eventually she gives in, although you would much rather think of you as her sweet little baby forever. Your mom sighs pensively and realizes you are growing up. You have just seen a fascinating movie about horses. They look so incredibly neat. Imagine just climbing on top and riding around all day. You could learn to jump and join competitions and shows, or you could just take care of it and be a friend. Excited? Drop hints about a horse. No, you'll never get a horse. I guess dreaming about a horse is better than nothing at all. Correct. Yep. Early in the morning, when you are still groggy from sleep, you rub your legs together and notice it makes you feel very good. You wonder whether or not you should keep doing this or stop. Stop what you are doing. Since it's making your body feel good in a way that you're not familiar with, and in a place that is still mystery, and you get nervous and stop. Still, you can't help wondering what all those pleasant feelings come from. Ask your mom one day. In the schoolyard, your friends are discussing something very secretly. You go over to see what is going on, and you hear one of them saying something very strange. It has to do with the way you were made. Ugh. This skeptical. Ask your mother for the real story. You find it difficult to believe, but you have seen Wild Kingdom enough times to know that anything is possible. You confront your mother with the information as you remember hearing it. Your choice for a leisurely topic of conversation catches Mom off guard. Later, you have a nice discussion about how babies are born. She stresses the love aspect, but neglects to tell you that practicing for the real thing can be fun too. You may find out this information for yourself later. You have just passed through childhood. Family life is progressing very well. Dad is still the greatest hero full time, and Mom is pretty terrific too. Physically, you are healthy. You contract the standard fare of childhood diseases, assorted sniffles, coughs, bumps, and stomach aches. Socially, this can be an awkward phase of your life, especially when you hit the ripe old age of 9 or 10. Should you like boys? Should you not like boys? Decisions. All in all, you are extremely lovable. You are well-mannered and respectful of adults. Your social skills are so good that I'll bet before long you are throwing classy parties and attracting all the right people. Now, regarding your emotional and personality development, you are a remarkably trustworthy young lady. Your sense of ethics and fair play are quite remarkable for a child your age. You have a gentle, easygoing way about you the most of time. You have not much had a problem getting your teachers to like you, and you seem to be able to control your temper even when the boys tease you. You are about to enter adolescence. It is somewhat a hectic time of life, full of surprises. There will be many high highs and many low lows. With each year, you will gain responsibilities. You may also notice that people will begin to start forgiving you less for things previously described as mere childhood habits. You will be expected to act like a lady and become helpful around the house. Sometimes you may become moody and teary without any reason at all. Oh yes, then there's that matter of boys. If you haven't noticed them much in this phase, I'm sure you will soon. They'll also be noticing you quite a bit. Come back in a few minutes to play the next part of Alter Ego. This gets longer and longer, so it's a good thing I don't record them after and all. But thank you for watching, and I hope you come back next time. Bye!